There must be something better than this, cause if there's nothing better than this, what is the point of carrying on? And if you tell me there's a point, go on and tell me what it is. It isn't something I will diss as long as it is better than this. There must be something better than this. It's not what I was promised when I was a kid in school. All the things I could have done if only life was not so cruel. There must be something better than this. There must be something better than this. There must be something better than this. Any idea? I wish your mother wouldn't bring in fancy vegetables and stuff. I don't think posh food likes being in a council house. I walked past the vegetable rack the other day and I swear I heard a small voice shout, "I'm a celeriac, get me out of here."
She said the next thing she wants to try is Mange 2.
Mange 2? Is that the slightly disappointing sequel to Mange?
Listen to us. You let that posh food in the house. Next thing you know, we're talking French.
You know, if your mother doesn't get back soon, I might have to subject you to the grim spectacle of a married man making his own breakfast.
I don't see why a married man shouldn't make his own breakfast.
Don't ever say that when we're visiting my father.
Why not?
Well, it'll embarrass him in front of the other prisoners.
Look, why don't you have a snack to keep you going? Let's see if there's anything in the fruit bowl we might possibly recognise. What about this one?
Now, you see, that's not right. If you look at the shape of my mouth, right, and then look at the shape of that, I mean, clearly they're not compatible. It's like addressing a regular screw head with a Phillips screwdriver. You see, when the women aren't here, we can reclaim this kitchen by comparing exotic fruit to everyday work tools. I suppose this is your mother's latest fad, unsliced bread.
Let's have a look. How'd you get into one of these?
You have to get a big knife and slice it yourself.
Slice it yourself? Do you think Mum's got too much spare time?
Well, it's the same with that shampoo she buys that says this has not been tested on animals. I mean, the job's only half done. I haven't got the facilities to test it on animals, so I end up just risking it.
But don't you think it's bad to test things on animals?
Well, maybe condoms.
Am I allowed to get that joke?
I think I'll have a sandwich. Mind you, sliced bread has its drawbacks. I don't like it when you get the little hole.
The little hole?
Yeah, you know, you get a slice with a little hole near the top, and after that, each succeeding slice has a slightly bigger hole. Until finally, you get the slice with the really big hole. And when you put it on top of the sandwich, it looks a bit like the back of an Austin A40. With your sandwich filling staring at you from the rear window.
Austin A40? You've lost me.
Oh, I hate the generation gap.
Well, I like the bit when they have to remember what prizes were on the conveyor belt. Anyway, I think sliced bread's great.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's the best thing since... Oh, no!
What have you done?
I can't get into the knife drawer. I could do with... well, a knife, ideally. Are those Velmas?
Yeah. We always skate on a Saturday morning. She gets her own skates, but I have to use the smelly ice rink ones.
Yeah, she does her share of the housework. You do nothing.
So if I did my share, I'd get my own ice skates?
Yeah, I suppose so.
OK, I'll do my share then.
Yeah, all right. I'm so proud. Now, hold on. Let's just assess the situation. I've broken the knife drawer, Velma's ice skate, and your mother's television. But luckily, you are my son and you will lie for me.
No, I won't. You said it's bad to tell lies.
Yeah, but not if it protects me. I'm your dad. I made you.
Only because I don't test them on animals.
Your mother's got a big mouth. Oh, it's gonna bruise. Well, OK. You've made your decision. I suppose you've noticed that me and your mother's been going through a bit of a bad patch just lately. This could push us over the edge. Of course, I'll try and see you most weekends. Look, you don't have to lie, just say nothing.
Hello. Oh, didn't think you liked that bread. That's why I got you a sliced one as well.
You gonna come ice skating, Dad?
No, and I don't think you should either. There's too many accidents.
I've been ice skating for years. I've never seen an accident. Except when that little boy did a wee on the ice last week.
Oh, yeah, and typical me, I skated right through the middle of it.
No, but I'm serious, Myrtle. Skating's too dangerous.
Oh, I can't wrap them up in cotton wool, Shane. They have to take a few risks in life.
Well, they've got the shampoo.
I think I'll have a wee sandwich.
I found it a bit tangy.
I need a knife.
It says in here, Russell Crowe has vowed never to smoke marijuana again.
The knob's off the drawer.
Is that the headline?
No, I'm saying the knob's come off the knife drawer. And something's happened to the telly.
An insider says that in a new film, J-Lo reveals her bare bum.
There's a big crack on the screen.
Is that the headline?
Something has happened in this kitchen. Shane. Lenny, you're very quiet.
As Ronan Keating said, you say it best when you say nothing at all.
So proud.
As Shakespeare said, for their tongues to be silent and not confess so much were a kind of ungrateful injury. Coriolanus.
No, it's just a bit bruised.
What's been going on, Shane?
Don't ask me. I don't know anything about the telly or the knife drawer.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. Can you open the window?
Why?
There is a terrible smell of bullshit in this kitchen.
Language in front of the kids?
Dishonesty in front of the kids.
That woman who stabbed her husband, Steph, has been given a pardon.
Where are you going to get a knife?
Tell me why you're so against us going ice skating.
OK. Well, I had this terrible dream last night. You and the kids were skating and there was all this blood. I knew in my heart of hearts that it was a sign that something bad was going to happen. And then I came downstairs, broke the knife drawer of Velma's skate and your telly.
My skate? Where is it?
It's in that cupboard.
Oh, Dad! Those skates were a reward for me doing housework.
What's my reward for doing housework?
Our love.
Lenny? So what are you going to do, Shane?
Look, as soon as I get the chance, I'll fix the drawer, I'll take the telly in for a new screen, and I'll mend Velma's skates. Here, I'll give you the money to hire some just for today.
No way. My friend got a verruca from wearing the ice rink skates.
Wouldn't like to be in her shoes. I'm guessing you haven't completely forgiven me yet.
No, and what do you mean, mend my skates?
You know, bit of super glue.
Super glue? Do you want me to break my neck?
What are you talking about? Super glue will hold anything, especially that new stuff. Have you not seen that advert where they glue a cow halfway up a wall? I know, tell her like that was a stag night I went on. Anyway, trust me, it'll definitely work. Come on, Velma, we'll go and get the glue. I've got a little job to do, and then I'll drop you off at the ice rink.
Are you all right with that, love?
Oh, it wasn't exactly our plan, my day.
Yeah, but often the best things are the ones that aren't planned.
sorry, I've never heard of an Austin A40. I think the slice of bread with the hole at the top looks like a very thin handbag.
So, how long have you two been together?
I think the first album was 1980.
No, not you two. You two.
Excuse me? Do you really think I'd go out with him?
They say love is blind.
Yeah, but it's still got a sense of smell.
I've been with someone. She's called Annette. She just left me for some guy.
Oh, there's plenty more fish in the sea.
Yeah, but I want Annette.
Doesn't matter how you catch them.
I was with her for 7 years.
Well, there you go. It's the old 7-year itch.
Maybe. Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm married.
Do you ever get the itch?
Well, mine's more like eczema.
Oh, I suppose women are just a mystery. Like the Sphinx. Do you know, when I was at university, I spent 3 months on the Nile. Looking back, I should have stayed there. Could have got a felucca.
Velma's mate got one at the ice rink.
It's a type of boat.
Anyway, no more women for me. I've got something else in mind.
No more women? Oh, I see. Surely you have to be naturally inclined to that sort of thing.
No looking back.
Well, I imagine there's some looking back, if only to exchange a smile.
I'm telling you, no looking back!
Dad, I don't think there's any looking back.
Okay.
You can just drop me anywhere here. Here. Keep the change.
Oh, thanks. See you then.
Probably not.
Never knew that bridge was a gay hangout.
You know, I think it's good for us spending time together. Instead of ice skating, I'm coming to the pub with you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but I'd never eat the end bits on a sliced loaf.
Oh, no, neither would I. I just regard them as additional packing.
Mum said if you eat the crust, you get curly hair.
Well, we all get curly hair, if you receive my meaning. Still, the crusts might giveth, but the wax taketh away.
Are you,
Completely. Let the dog see the rabbit, that's my motto.
Look, can we talk about something else?
I started off with a Brazilian, you know, just a small rectangle clipped short. I thought it looked like a little welcome mat. In fact, I asked the girl if she could etch the word welcome into it, but she said it was too intricate. She suggested the Nike symbol, but I didn't want people thinking it had been sponsored.
Funnily enough, Nike do sponsor the Brazilian football team.
How bizarre.
so now it's totally...
Oh, yes. It's just like being Barbie.
Do men like it?
Well, eventually. At first sight, they don't know whether to reach for a contraceptive or a swipe card.
Can you just give me a moment? I'm trying to remember if I've ever been more embarrassed in my life.
Well, what about when you were trying to impress that college friend of mine and she asked you what type of music you liked? You said, Enrique Double Glazius.
Oh, she's sharp, this one. She should sleep in the knife drawer.
Wish you'd slept in it last night.
What?
Oh, I've had a very strange day. I've just had a fare who's decided to become gay because his girlfriend left him.
You see, the minicab's like a confessional for some people. You're the priest, Shane. Your Bible's an A to Z. Your incense is the gently swinging air freshener on your rear view. They enter and you must ask, Quo vadis?
It's Latin for where are you going?
Where was he going, this homosexual?
I dropped him by the bridge on Ford Street.
Oh, they call that suicide bridge. 12 people have jumped off there, all killed instantly.
Really?
Dad, I'm getting a weird tingle.
Oh. Can you get her a cranberry juice?
No! No, I mean a weird tingle about that man in the cab. He seemed very depressed, and then we dropped him at Suicide Bridge.
Oh, God. Shall I phone the police?
Hold on, don't get carried away. I'll go and check out the bridge. If there's anything, well, I'll sort it. Come on, Velma.
That poor bugger's been swept along by the current. It could be in Brighton by now.
Yeah, they all end up there eventually.
Velma, what's going on? You sounded weird on the phone.
Listen, Mum, there was this man in the cab earlier, and after a while he started to seem suicidal.
Dad been going on about that sliced bread thing again.
Now, hold on, Velma. When you say suicidal, are you sure you're not slightly overreacting?
To be honest, I just use the end crust as a sort of lid. I lift it up, take the slices out from underneath, and then put it back down again.
So the young girl's your daughter. She's the one who said there were plenty more fish in the sea.
Well, you'll soon find out if she was right.
Do you know, 12 people have jumped off this bridge.
Well, there you go. You don't want to be unlucky.
They say that 4 of them jumped together, hand in hand, all because Take That had split up.
It's unbelievable. How stupid can you get?
Well, maybe it was just hearsay.
Now, that really would have been stupid. Look, I can hardly hear you. You stay there and I'll climb over.
Don't come any closer! I don't trust you!
Oh, you'd have been a rubbish homosexual.
Oh, my God! What's happening?
Not sure. Dad seems to be holding him back.
I know that feeling. Why haven't you called the police?
The man says if the police turn up, he'll jump straight away.
Obviously, that would be a terrible human tragedy, but then again, you've been framed on at 5:30.
Lenny, that's awful.
Well, I like the bit with the funny pets.
Do you know, it's quite a nice day, isn't it?
They forecast rain tomorrow. Well, it affects me.
I've got a friend who works a lot with tramps, fixing them up with hostels and stuff. He always says if you ever ask any of them why they became a tramp, they always say it's because some woman broke their heart.
I wonder how long that process takes. Does a bloke get home one night and his girlfriend says, "Look, Steve, I met someone else, it's all over between us." And the bloke says, "Oh, no. Look, you haven't got 10 pence for a cup of tea, have you?"
I loved her, though. I can't believe I'll never feel her warm breath against my face again.
Yeah, but that's all water under the... Look, what about homosexuality? I don't know much about it, but they always seem to have a certain spring in their step. You could dance, work for a major airline. It'd be a new beginning. It's got to be better than...
I went to see that film, The Beach.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, that's the one. I was really enjoying the film, but then the ending was pathetic. So when friends said, "Have you seen The Beach?" I'd say, "Yeah, it's rubbish." I'd loved 90% of the film, but for me, the ending just spoiled the whole thing. That's how it feels when I look back on Annette and me.
Funny you should say that. That film Titanic always reminds me of my marriage.
Why?
It's too long.
Looking back is difficult. Looking back is very difficult.
What do you think they're saying?
I guess they're probably talking about relationships.
I hope not. I don't want Dad to jump as well.
With weeping and with laughter, still is the story told. How well Horatius kept the bridge in the brave days of old.
Oh, don't cry, Lenny. They repeat it on ITV too.
I'm worried about Dad.
Look, your dad is doing a very brave thing, and we all have to be strong for him. If anyone can bring that man down, your dad can. He's been doing it to me for years. And I know he won't give up until the job's done.
Here we go, I'm bored.
You're gonna leave him up there?
Yeah, soddy. He won't jump. Here we go.
Look, I hope you know you frightened us all to death clambering about up there. That time you learnt you've got a family and responsibilities. The trouble with you is you want all the pleasures of family life, but none of the restrictions. It's ridiculous, and it's always me shuffling up the pieces.
Where is that iceberg? And I wonder if the crust at the bottom of the loaf sees the other crust getting closer and closer as each slice is removed and thinks, how come he's still in here?
Oh, it doesn't say anything about a suicide attempt in here. Maybe it'll be on the local news.
It better be. You're a hero, Dad.
I know. But the true hero, like the Lone Ranger, disappears before they even have a chance to say, Quo Vadis. I don't want publicity. I certainly don't want my picture in the paper.
You're still signing on, aren't you?
Well, let's not go into that now. The fact is, I saved a man's life today.
I know you did, darling, and I am proud of you. But I still don't see how you could be so certain he wouldn't jump.
Well, it was like I was saying this morning. It's good stuff, that super glue.
And you knew it would take his weight because you tried it out on a cow at that stag night.
There you go, you see? Tested on animals.
I just heard the local news.
Did it mention Dad?
No. It said police frogmen are searching for the body of a man. The only clue they have is that they found his clothes superglued to a bridge.
Shane, it wasn't your fault.
Of course it was. I actually had the chance to help somebody, but instead I had to try some stupid prank. He was listening to me on that bridge. If I could have just come up with one good reason for him to carry on living.
And Shane's back tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, just after crunch time for Tanya in Bad Girls. Back to tonight, and there's news for the Premiership footballers charged with rape in the ITV News next.